Welcome back to the Best Coaster of the Year weekly series. Last week you guys voted for the Best Coaster 2015. You voted for Der Schwurer Des. I give up. Karanon at Hansa Park, the Gerstlauer Infinity, defeating three very good rides, all of which I could see being better than this one, honestly. My personal favorite, gotta go to Twisted Colossus. Obviously, I haven't ridden everything but Twisted Colossus, but I like Twisted Colossus. Dueling RMC, that's pretty sick. Karnan, lots of mixed reviews from this ride. Some people say it's like top 20 in the world. Some say it's like not even top 100. I don't know. Mixed reviews all around. Got some crazy, definitely one thing's for sure, crazy whip all around. Some intensity, some airtime, hang time, cool drop, cool theming. Just a very unique ride for sure. But where it ranks, I'm not really the best judge of that. So. But some things I can say aside from that. Fury 325 at Carowinds it defeated. Really solid Giga Coaster. Some say it's the best in the world. That's silly, but it's a very one of the most fun coasters around. Some crazy airtime, crazy intensity. Not really crazy, but just really fun elements throughout the whole long ride and very cool. Twisted Colossus already talked about. Just so much airtime. The quantity is crazy on that ride, and it's all good airtime too. That Top Gun style is awesome. And it duels, so that's cool. Wicked Cyclone, basically Twisted Colossus, maybe a little bit more airtime, a little bit better airtime, like more quality airtime. But it's not dueling, and it's I don't know. But you guys voted. You guys voted for Karanon to be the best, so that's cool, man. I'm not gonna disagree because I can't really say much. And man, these weeks are getting harder and harder to pick what 4 coasters I'm including. And I mean. Sometimes I include 5, but it's just I don't know. Okay, so this week the best coaster of 2016, you can vote for Flying Dinosaur. Whoa! Flying Dinosaur, right? Universal Studios Japan, the B&M Flyer. Lightning Rod at Dollywood, the RMC Launched Woody. Wildfire at Colmartin, the RMC Woody, and Tehran at Phantasialand, the Intamin Blitz. You can vote for one of those 4 coasters using the eye on the top right corner of the video, and I will see you guys later after I talk about these. What is it like? Let me count. 16 plus 7 is 23. So 23 coasters that I chose to talk about for 2016. A lot of these coasters are very close. Like in any other year, they probably would have been on this list, especially Battle of Jungle King at Hefei Sunac Land. Used to be called Hefei Wanda Theme Park, I believe it was. This park opened this year, and that is, of course, the infamous Golden Horse dueling tilt coaster that never actually duels because it's Golden Horse. Who would ever actually manufacture a dueling coaster correctly? That's a knockoff. But yeah, that is a dueling Golden Horse tilt coaster, and obviously the tilt is not 90 degrees. It's like freaking like a 60-degree tilt, and it's really lame. It's really slow. Very wonky inversions. You can check out POVs online. And man, just like the corkscrews are so wonky, just terrible. But yeah. Also, Coaster Through the Clouds at it used to be called Nanchang Wanda Theme Park. Now it's Nanchang Sunac Land. I guess they went through a rebranding there, so that's cool. Coaster Through the Clouds. At one point in 2017, there was this huge phase where everybody loved Coaster Through the Clouds. By the way, that's the green and orange one on the right middle there. Everybody was talking about how it's like, oh my god, it's better than Sky Rush, the best Intamin in the world, best coaster in the world. And are you serious? Do you not know what actual intensity looks like, or actual intense elements looks like? Because sure, this ride, great Intamin, it's top 10 of 2016, no doubt, but just the airtime is not strong. It actually gets stronger as the ride goes on. The hills might look like they provide Sky Rush airtime based on how shallow they are, but really you can just tell there's not a lot of pull down in the POVs that you see on Sky Rush. They have the negative 2G hills. The best hill in that ride has got to be the last hill where it actually has some pull on it. The other hills just look like floater, and they start getting a little bit stronger negative G's, and then intensity. Where's the intensity? Sky Rush has these insane turns, and there's just all the transitions on this ride are just not thought out very well, and they look very tame. And actually, I have read the reviews of people who've actually ridden them, because everybody who says the thing looks amazing, obviously it's looks, they haven't ridden it, but everybody who has ridden it say basically what I'm saying, so that's how I'm forming this opinion. So, yeah, that's what I can say about Coast of the Clouds. I don't think I talked about it on this channel. It's been years since it was actually relevant. It just kind of sits there, and it's that really weird oddball Ultimate Hyper that just exists. Uh, more people comparing it to Millennium Force than Superman the Ride. Anyway, I just wanted to give my 2 cents on that ride and why it was overrated for like a few months there in 2017, 2018. So anyway, Cobra's Curse at Busch Gardens Tampa, that really cool Mack spinner backwards forwards thing. Very cool theming over at Busch Gardens Tampa. Uh, it exists. It's a fun little family coaster. I don't know what more to say. Pretty cool ride, unique ride. Flash at Leo Adventure was SBNO for a little bit. Is it still SBNO? I don't know, but um, that is, of course, the world's tallest loop. It's actually tied now for the world's tallest loop because they cloned it. They cloned Flash at the Land of Legends theme park in Turkey. That was a clone. So there's two world's tallest loops, and it's a cool ride. Definitely a really solid matte coaster. I'd say it looks better than Coaster Through the Clouds. Some really good airtime in there. Obviously, great hang time in the loop. There's a cool 0G roll in there. Actually, well crafted elements from Mack, and obviously the restraints are probably even better than they are in the Intamin. I would say, as far as what I know from Mack. So cool stuff. Flying Aces at Ferrari World, another coaster that kind of has the 2016 Intamin syndrome that Coaster Through the Clouds has. Not necessarily in the banking. I feel like if the ride ran faster, we always thought that the ride was slow, but it kind of still is slow. Like even recent POVs, it just doesn't look like it ever ran the way it was supposed to. And it's still got an amazing layout, much better layout than Coaster Through the Clouds, but the execution just seemed to be poor. The non-inverting loop is nice, and it's just a really solid 8, 9 out of 10 ride for sure. Doesn't have too many standout elements aside from that leg non-inverting loop, which are awesome cool elements. But yeah. So moving on, Formula Energylandia. I talked about this in my top 15 or top 10 coasters video, where I ranked this number 14 or 13, I want to say. Very, very good, quick little ride. It's a very short ride. The ride really gets worse as it goes on. The first element's awesome. I almost graded out on that first little. Is that an Immelman? Yeah, the Immelman. And then some really great ejector time, twisted air time, 0G roll, launch. It was a really fun ride, and I could totally sit in that thing all day. It's just so much fun. So very cool ride for sure. And it was Vekoma's first really good new modern coaster, so that's cool. Joker at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, the second now RMC that has been excluded in these lists, and most people agree it's one of the lowest, if not the lowest RMC. That or like maybe Goliath. I don't know, some people love Goliath, so I don't know. But yeah, Joker, clone hybrid of Roar at the same park. You can find the same thing at Six Flags America. Yes, the RMC that you know the story. It's the green and purple one. I'd say it's one of the most visually appealing RMCs. I would argue that and like Hakuge are really visually appealing. I don't know why. I always liked how flashy that Joker looked, and the colors of the train are really nice. Anyway, but yeah, solid RMC, really cool inversions. The ride kind of has some of the best inversions on RMC. The first two inversions are really cool and unique, and yeah. So yeah, Jungle Trailblazer at Phantom Wild Dreamland Zuzao. One of the least covered Jungle Trailblazers around. I feel like it's in a pretty remote area, like not the largest metropolitan area to build a Phantom Wild Dreamland park, but that is a clone of Fjord Flying Dragon, a coaster that you guys could have voted for in 2013, but it received 0 votes. So that kind of goes to show you why I did not include it on this list, because there are obviously better coasters in 2016 than there are 2013, I would assume. But yeah, Fjord Flying Dragon, I talked about it briefly before, but that's basically like a gravity group, one of the nice newer big gravity groups, but it's more of an out and back layout. It doesn't have the inversion, and just lots of airtime. Really solid looking. I actually compared the two POVs. Fjord Flying Dragon was running much faster. I don't know. I mean, you never know if it was a morning ride or it was cold or whatever. But so that's cool. I've also heard Fjord Flying Dragon runs kind of rough. The older the Chinese wooden coaster, because they don't do very much maintenance on this thing. So, but yeah, so that's one of the Jungle Trailblazers. I'll talk about them more in a video coming soon. All the Jungle Trailblazers, but I mean, I'll cover the new ones that open in the next few, because I know there's one in 2018, and there might be more, I forget. But anyway, moving on, there's another Jungle Trailblazer that opened in Ningbo. I'm not gonna say excuse me. It's my video. I can do what I want. I said that, did I say it in the last video? I don't remember. Or maybe I said that in the video that I wasn't recording the screen for. So I have the audio, but I don't have the. Anyway, so yeah, the Jungle Trailblazer at Oriental Heritage Ningbo is a clone of the Jungle Trailblazer at Oriental Heritage Jinan. Jinan. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that is the one with the. It's not like like all the Jungle Trailblazers in China with an inversion have like a nice steep drop, like 105-ish feet tall, and then a turn, and there's a hill like during or after the turn, that's tall or small. This is like the first defining element that changes like which one's which, and these ones have a smaller turn and like a faster turn, then it just whips right into that inversion, and then the ride kind of differs from there. That I don't remember what the differences are, but I think it's a little bit shorter than the ones than the I know Woohoo is a Jungle Trailblazer that's longer. It's like the biggest one as the immersion. I forget if it was a clone of that one or not, but whatever. Yeah, very cool, good gravity group rides. I've been on Kukulkan, which is kind of similar to these, in that it's a nice big circular gravity group layout. So that's cool. Yeah, moving on. Lost Gravity at Wallaby Holland opened this year. There's a weird. I'm only talking about coasters that like I followed the openings for because like I got into coasters around the summer of 2016, so it's kind of cool just being like, wow, I got this far. I started the series in the beginning of 2018. Can you believe that? It's been 2 years. Like I just really drew the series on long because like I had a phase around like the 2000 video where I just slowed down, but now I'm here and we're talking about Lost Gravity, and yeah, that's cool. So this is a Mack Big Dipper. I believe it's the first Mack Big Dipper to ever open, and it is a really cool ride. There's some cool hang time elements in there. A few mid courses, a little rattly I hear, but still a cool, unique ride. So that's cool. I've heard decent things about it. That's about it. Mako at SeaWorld Orlando opened this year. Some people say it's one of the best B&M Hyper. Some say it's just middle of the pack. I'd say it looks maybe a little above average as it has the speed hill in there. Got shorter trains. It's kind of interesting. There's a trim on it. Every B&M Hyper has trims. I don't know. So yeah, that's a B&M Hyper that exists. It looks really solid. I would love to get out and ride it. Monster and Adventureland opened this year as well. That's kind of a sleeper hit coaster. Looks like one of the better Gerstlauer Infinity coasters out there, at least the ones with the lift hill. Lots of hang time on this thing. There's just insane hang time all over the place on these things. It feels like if the wind was like over 10 miles per hour, you could stall in no time. Very cool ride. Very pretty in the dark, as you can see there. And, cool vertical lift. I forget how steep the drop is. I always forget with these Gerstlauers. Anyway, moving on. Phobia Fear Coaster at Lake Compounce. Another sleeper hit, probably because it's a clone. It's that nice orange Premier Ride Skyrocket 2 in New England, and it exists, and it's cool. And I don't know what more to say. I think it was Lake Compounce's first coaster edition since Boulder Dash, I want to say. So that's meaningful and good to see. Hopefully they add some more. So now they have like 2 of those cloned coasters with a boomerang and a shuttle loop. So sucks for them. I mean, so does Discovery Kingdom though too. Is there any of the parks that have that do? I'm trying to think. Anyway, Predator at IMG Worlds of Adventure. This is the first of 3 major coasters that opened in that park. 3, right? Yeah, 3. And this is a clone of Untamed at Kentucky Lake Park, which is the 320 plus Gerstlauer model. It's got like the cutback and the loop and the helix and the 0G and the classic. Everybody knows this layout. So, and it's a good layout. It does everything a little mini Eurofighter should do, and it's cool. And obviously, it's indoor, so that's unique. And not as crazy as like Shellraiser being indoor, which I've ridden. Crazy stuff, right? Spoiler that did not make my top 10. I believe. What does it rank for me now? Spoilers. I don't know if anybody else will tell you, but yeah, Predator, cool indoor Eurofighter, cool theming as you can see. There's a freaking dinosaur there, which is sick. Pulsar at Walibi Belgium is the first Mack Super Splash, right? Super Splash is what it's called. That's just the launch shuttle water coaster, not water coaster, but it's splashy waters at you while you launch and you go back and forth. Of course, this is a similar coaster coming to South by Texas this year. Aquaman, Power Wave, that should be cool. Cool to see how it'll do in Europe. I believe that was originally for Six Flags Dubai, and that never happened. And so here we are now. Anyway, moving on. Python and Bamboo Forest is a massive GCI, one of the largest GCIs around. Crazy out and back layout. Some really cool airtime moments and intensity looking things, and just a really cool sprawling layout. You can see how sprawling it is in that little sliver of an image there on the bottom right. Just a really good looking GCI. It reminds me of like a wood coaster, but more of a structured layout. Very cool. Very cool ride entrance too. You enter the mouth of a python. It's a huge python head. It's really cool. Moving on. We have even more 2016 coasters with Soaring with Dragon at Hefei Sunac Land, the park with Battle of Jungle King. They have this abomination of an Intamin, and the best part of the ride is by far that non-inverting loop. With it is the largest non-inverting loop in the world still, and it looks amazing. It's like 180 feet tall or something like that, and that's just crazy. I hear there's like some crazy, nice, strong, sustained airtime there. It's got to be just something else. And then the dive loop looks awesome as well. The rest of the ride looks kind of like, blah, whatever. It's just Intamin doing their thing, doing their turny turns, and I hear it isn't very intense, and there's like there's a little speed hill in there. There's not much airtime on it, but this is 2016 Intamin we're talking about, so. I mean, I don't know. You make of that what you believe. I mean, yeah, I know you can vote for Tehran this week, but I don't know. Anyway, speaking of IMG Worlds of Adventure that I talked about with Predator, they opened Spider-Man Doc Ock's Revenge, which is actually a clone of Sierra Sidewinder at Knott's Berry Farm. So this is an indoor little spinning coaster, free spinning coaster. I really like the look of these rides. Not necessarily this color scheme. I don't know what they're thinking with the red and the orange and the green, the neon green, but it exists, and it's a really solid little spinning coaster layout. I'm sure it's a fun enough ride being indoors and being in Dubai. So cool stuff. Storm Chaser at Connected Kingdom, another RMC that did not make it. Sometimes this ride runs like it's just nuts and could be better than all the coasters here, I guess. But most times it feels like it's just kind of a middle of the pack RMC. It's one of the shorter RMCs. I think it's almost the smallest RMC now that's Twisted Cyclone. But yeah, this is like one of the smallest RMCs. When it opened, it was the smallest. And it's got that nice inverting drop, that barrel rolls drop, and just nice airtime moments, inversions. Really cool looking ride for sure, and I really want to get to ride it. Hopefully I get to ride it this year, so cool stuff. And then Timber at Wallaby Rhone Alps, another coaster that you forgot existed. It's kind of like a mini gravity group, but a little bigger than the ones here. Like, oh, okay, that's interesting. There's cops outside my dorm room. Okay, Timber at Wallaby Rhone Alps. Yes. Wow, move your car. You just said they're getting pissed. It's like Wooden Warrior, but a little bigger, like a Rorosaurus, but bigger. It's like 50 feet tall. That's about the cutoff for like a big gravity group versus a small one. It's like it's a nice long ride, nice longer ride than like Wooden Warrior, and looks like a lot of fun for sure. So that's cool. Tron Let Cycle Power Run. Of course, I've already seen this before. It's the freaking Tron coaster, and it looks amazing. It looks amazing. Not like the greatest coaster ever, but a really fun looking coaster, really cool looking coaster. So that's cool. Valerie at Cedar Point. I hate talking about this ride. Get out of here, please. No. It's a ride that should not have been built. There are better things that Cedar Point could have built. At the time, it was the tallest, longest, fastest, whatever the heck, dive coaster, and it has vest restraints, and the airtime is just completely negligible considering the restraints. And yeah, Velociraptor, the last coaster I'm going to talk about from 2016. I probably missed some coasters. There's so many coasters to talk about these years. I'm just cover the best. So, and I'm got the hiccups, man. Good thing because the video's over. But yeah, Velociraptor, kind of blue fire. It's red. It's cool looking. It's outdoors, not indoors like the rest of the coasters I talked about from IMG Worlds of Adventure. So that's cool. Yeah, it's a blue fire cone. It's your standard. It's I don't know how it compares to the others. I haven't heard of many people riding them. So yeah. That's all for today. I will talk to you guys later. Vote using the eye on the top corner of the video. If you haven't already, I know it's probably the first thing you guys do when you open these videos. But yeah, moving on to 2017 for next week. See you guys later.